Okay, welcome everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for this Thursday, Yom Chamishi, heading into, of course, Leil Erev Shabbos, and getting ready for Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, and Yetz Hashem on Sunday, Shabbos and Sunday. So we're dedicated Nishmas Harav Moshe ben Harav David, L'Refuah Shalema for Yom Moshe ben Chayesar, for the schools of Avraham Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family. By the Fisher family, Lil Nishus Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avraham Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain. By Yo Klugman and family for their Panasa, Gezunt and Nachas. L'Refuah Shalema for Avigdor ben Rivka and for Meir ben Chayesara. We're holding in the 7th parak with Mishna Zayin and Ches. Harizeh Gitech, if he says, here's your Gittin, Loi Basi Mekan Vat Shloshim Yom, if I don't come back in 30 days, or if I go so far to the Galil, to the far north of Eretz Yisrael, then you should be divorced right away. And he was traveling from Yehuda to Galil, but he doesn't get to the Galil. Hegia Antipatris, he only reached Antipatris, which was before the Galil, the Chazer, and he got home within 30 days, then Batal Tanaya. Both conditions were not fulfilled, and therefore it's not a get. Similarly, if I don't come back in 30 days, or if I go all the way till Yehuda, but he only reached the village of Usnai, which was before Yehuda, v'chazar, and he got back within 30 days, or batal to know, both conditions were not fulfilled, and therefore it's not a get. He says, here's your get if I don't come back in 30 days. Or if I go overseas, then I should be divorced right away. But he only reached Akka, which is still Eretz Yisrael, the Chazer, and he came back within 30 days. Again, batal to know, both conditions were not met, and therefore he is not divorced. She's telling him, you're never around. So he says, if I'm not around in your presence for 30 days, then he says I should be divorced. He was traveling and coming home, always within a month, but then he was away for a month. Now, if they had a chance where they were alone, then that would make the get a get yoshin, an old get, and it would invalidate it. But each time he didn't come, each time he came home within the month, he was never alone with her. So then, when he's away 30 days, then Harizeh get, the divorce kicks in, and she's divorced. Mishna Ches tells us, Harizeh gitechem loy basi mekan bat shnei masa chodesh. Here's your get if I don't come home within a year. And then he dies after 6 months. So although he didn't come home in a year, but since the get would only be chal at the end of the year, and by then he's dead, and it can't be a get after Misa, ain't a get, it's not a get. And therefore, if she's childless, if there's no children, she would fall a yibum. But if he said the magic word me'achshav retroactively, if he says here's a get to be chal from now, if I don't come back in a year, and he dies after 6 months, then since he didn't come back within a year, it's retroactive from the time he gave it when he was alive. Then Harizeh get, then that is a good get. Okay, we had a triple header tonight. We want to remind you that if you are watching this Mishna Yomis and you didn't see the Footer Shabbos table, there's a very interesting Footer Shabbos table on Parashat Korach. The main shir on Parashat Korach is a very vital shir as well. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful Shabbos.